Hi guys. I just want to thank God, and I want to thank this YouTube channel for allowing me to upload this video. I was asked by God to give a testimony about a part of my life. I was working a new job, and everyone, of course, was new, but this one particular guy stood out, and I thought he was kind of weird, actually kind of weird acting like, but I just didn't know the extent of it. Well, one day, after a series of events, he made it known to me who he was and who I am to him. He told me that he was Jesus Christ, and that I am his bride. Now, of course, I didn't believe it at first, but after all these strange things kept happening to me, I believed it. Plus, I also had the events in my life that had happened to me up until that point, and I knew that God was walking with me. Some type of protection was walking with me through my life in my ignorance. So anyway, I've only told a few people about my experience, and usually they don't believe me, but that's okay. I know what happened. You may be wondering what he looked like. To me, he looked white. He could have been mixed, you know what I mean? But he had that pale like skin, but dark hair, dark features, dark eyes, deep set eyes. He was always very kind and a hard worker too, I might add. This wasn't an easy job, So it was a physical job, There's men and women, but yeah, it was very physical. Anyway, I guess I should share some things that happened to me earlier in my life. When I was about, I would say somewhere between 0 and 5 years old, I was molested by my father. And my mother, she kind of left when I was around 2 years old. She lost custody of me. He had everybody fooled, But anyway, I have no memory of that. I have no memory of those years. And I count that as a blessing, because I really think that would have hurt me throughout my life. Around age 7, I had another experience. The same father, my father, my dad. We were walking together back from his job, and we could walk from his job to our house, and it didn't take long. Anyway, we were coming up the side path to the front area of our house, and we were entering the porch area and about to go through the front door. So as I crossed over the threshold, something said in my mind, I could hear, or it was a thought maybe, but it was plain and clear. Something said, or someone said, sit down. And I sat down immediately, because just maybe a foot away from the threshold was the couch, the living room couch. And I sat down, and just as I sat on the edge, the end and the edge of that couch, my father's hand, his backhand, just missed me. I mean, I think I felt the breeze. It was so close to me. And he looked back at me. My dad looked back at me, amazed that it didn't connect. And he looked at me as if I knew what he was going to do, but I didn't know. But God knew what he was thinking. And so I'm glad that that one didn't connect, because he turned physical. You know, his abuse went from sexual to physical. And he had never hit me in my face. He had only hit me on my legs or my back, where it could be hidden with clothing, you know. So, yeah, anyway, that happened to me when I was 7, and that was God telling me to sit down. And he saved me again. Because who knows, you know, it could have escalated from there, where he hit me in my face or kill me or something like that, because it would be seen. And he was one of those types that like to keep up appearances, you know, like some bullies are. You know, they don't ever want to look like they really are, you know. Anyway, again, around age 19, 20, I had gone into the military, and I was with a group of friends, and we were coming back from lunch, and we had the music up, and I went over this railroad track. Didn't look either way, you know, to see if something was coming. I just went over it. I looked back in my rearview mirror. I just happened to look back, and there was a train. I mean, like 5 cars in. You know what I mean? It wasn't the beginning of the train. It was moving. So, I don't know if, like, I mean, we should have been hit by that train. That's how it seemed to me. I immediately looked back. You know, something prompted me to look in that rearview mirror, because I wouldn't have even known. You know what I mean? And nobody in the car knew. No one in the car seemed to know what just happened. I think I even said something, and nobody even, they were like, what? You know? So, there again, he spared me and my friends. I don't know if an angel moved us out of the way, slowed the train down. I don't know what happened, but I know I felt like we should have been in a car accident with the train. So, anyway, that happened then, okay? Then about age 27, 28, no, 27, I had another experience. I was pregnant, and I didn't know what to do. My husband and I were split up, and I was alone, and I was about 7 hours from the closest family, a 7-hour drive, and I didn't know what to do. And I had prayed. I went in my closet, because that's what I was told, or I had heard that you do when you're really serious. You know, when something's really heavy, you go in your closet and you pray. You ask God to help you, and that's what I did. And I asked him to give me some kind of sign, to tell me, you know, what I should do. What should I go home? You know, should I go home right now? Give me a sign if I should go home. So that's what he did. I got up, I was crying, I was in tears, I wiped my face a little bit. I went out onto my 3rd floor balcony. I stood there for a moment. I happened to notice someone in the courtyard walking by. The courtyard was green and lush, and I could look down on people as they walked in and out of the apartment complex. It was a big complex, but in that particular area I could see people going to different buildings. Anyway, there was a straight path, a straight sidewalk in the middle of that courtyard. This guy was walking down the courtyard, and as I would normally do, I'd look at the top of their heads and follow them to the wherever building they went to, which was straight ahead. Anyway, this particular day, it was sunny, beautiful day, blue sky, summer day. And as I looked down on the top of this guy's head, something else got my attention. On the right side of the building, the far right side, I guess about the 1st or 2nd story, came this creature flying up toward me, toward my balcony, up, and it flew up, and then it got about my level, and I saw it coming, and it flew right past me, and I got a good look at it, and it was something that I had never seen before. And it was about 3 to 5 feet across the wingspan, but it didn't appear to have feathers. It had like skin, like a bat, kind of like, but it was a creature, and it had like human eyes, and I know that doesn't make sense, but it looked at me, and I saw it look at me as it flew past my balcony. I mean, it was only like 2 arms lengths away, it seemed, maybe 3 at the most. And it looked at me, and I looked at it, and it looked surprised that I could see it. And not only did it look surprised, it looked ashamed, like it wasn't supposed to be there. You know what I mean? I don't know, it was weird. And it was a demon. Now I know that it was a demon, that God had opened my eyes to see what was around me. And that was my sign to go home, and I went home. And everything turned out fine. The people I knew gathered around me, and my husband came back into the picture, and everything was fine. But where I was not good. I was in a bad area, I shouldn't have been there. I just wanted to share those things with you all. Maybe it can help someone, out there. You know what I mean? Because these things happen to us, and we're afraid to tell people. And when we do, sometimes we don't get understanding. But I just want you to know that Jesus is real. He has protected me. He has helped me my whole life. And He decided to come to me and tell me, prompt me to the things that are about to happen in this world. And I just want everyone to know that He's going to be here soon. He's going to rapture us away from here really soon. The church He's going to rapture, and His bride. So just get ready. Get your spiritual life in order. Repent. If you don't know Jesus, if you don't know who He is, then get to know Him. Ask Him to come into your life. Ask Him, can you be one of His? Well, that's it. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you all.